Hey guys, it's Nick Meister. I'm back with Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. I really like that music. That's a really nice song. I gotta download it one of these days. Anyway, in the first level, we killed Brady's girlfriend after we cornered him, and then he killed himself. So, I guess that's that, right? Anyway, now we're gonna meet Glazer, and we're gonna head down to the dock to do our little gun deal and make some money.
Glazer, it's Lynch. Yeah, he's here. You'll take us to the docks now? All right, great. Yeah, Kane wants to run over some things with you, too. All right, you pick us up in 20? Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Here are the more specific details. Once you get the cargo to Africa, you'll get paid.
The exports are dealt with?
They're so fucking happy. They're going blind. So, how'd you like Shanghai, Kane?
It's fucked. I hate it.
Yeah, I love it too. You know you can get your hair washed and a shag for 51. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll take you out sometime. This town was built for people like us. Ain't that...
Alright, so here we go in the beginning of the second level. Now, I'm gonna say right off the bat, I felt like this level was kind of tricky for a beginner. I mean, not necessarily a beginner for shooters, but a beginner for this game. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of good cover. And if you start from the chapter select like I did, it gives you a shotgun. And if you don't know, I guess, how accurate and how much distance the shotgun actually gives you, you may be under the impression that you actually have to get up close and personal with these guys, which you don't. Like I said in the last video, if you're very careful to line up the enemy's head in those little parentheses, I like to call them parentheses, you can get a headshot from pretty far away. And I really don't like those guys with the shirts that are pulled up. I think it looks gross. So, yeah. See that? Headshot. Nice and easy. All you have to do is be patient. Basically, you want to stay to the right of the level. That's really the safest spot there is. You don't have to worry about getting in the limo's way. Oh, and I forgot to mention that even though they yell a lot, they yell at you a lot about protecting the limo, you don't really have to worry about it. As you can see there, I haven't been paying the limo any mind at all, and barely a quarter of its energy's gone. And in a minute, we won't even have to worry about the limo at all. So, there you go. Now, it's tempting to chase after the limo because you just want to get out of this place, but really, if you just run down the ramp right now, these guys will chase you. So, you really need to be very thorough and take them out. Yeah. And with a shotgun, it's really easy. And here I just go around looking for some more shotgun ammo, because really, the shotgun in this game, it's a godsend. It's actually kind of unbalanced. I'll have to make sure to use other weapons in later videos. So, up here are two biker guys, and I can't remember how many times they ran me over when I first played this game. I was under the impression that I could just stand in front of them and shoot. But that's just not the case. You really need to get out of the way. And here's more trouble. What a surprise. And it looks like we didn't really have to worry about the limo too much after all. One of the things I thought that kind of lacked polish about this game, aside from the gameplay, was the in-game dialogue. They're really long strings of dialogue that really they don't add anything to the story, for one thing, but also, when you interrupt them, say, I'd already saved Glazer from the, there's the Glazer's wounded, signal. It just means he's taking some damage. It's no big deal. Where was I? Right, so anyway, there's a really long conversation that Glazer will have when he's stuck in that limo, but if you actually wait to hear him out, to hear everything that the characters have to say, he's actually dead. You know, so it kind of ruins the immersion a little bit. I mean, most games they make sure that you can actually listen to the dialogue and still play the game. But Kane and Lynch 2, a lot of times, if you sit and listen to the dialogue, you're either very bored or you end up getting killed. And you know, for the most part, the story and presentation of the game is very good. So this struck me as a little odd. I mean, the voice acting's on point. Just the atmosphere, the level, everything's really great. The cutscenes are very well orchestrated, but for some reason, those long strings of dialogue, they just don't fit in the game. So that's all the cops for this precinct, I guess. I think I went around looking for some more shotgun ammo, but I couldn't find any, so I just moved on. So anyway, here's another long string of dialogue that doesn't really amount to anything.
The fuck just happened?
I don't know.
You! Shut it! Get that bloody door open! I'm gonna have a sodding heart attack!
So anyway, like I said, another long string of dialogue that doesn't really amount to anything. You can't stand here for about 2 minutes and listen to Glazer and Lynch and Kane bitch at each other and say how scared they are and how disappointed that things didn't work out. But it really doesn't amount to anything and doesn't add to the story, so I'm not going to subject you to it. I'm just going to pick up my fire extinguisher and run to the next enemy spawn point. I probably talked about it a little in the first level, but fire extinguishers, gas canisters, this game's grenades are extremely useful. Yes, dog faces get blurred out too. They're extremely useful because, especially in big open levels like this, because if you hit an enemy once, but you don't kill them, you only nick them, they will run away and hide. And when they hide, you either have to get up close and personal with them, which is extremely dangerous, or you have to wait until they come out again. Waiting's really boring, and obviously dying over and over again isn't very much fun. So, the only way to make these firefights interesting is to really be very aggressive and to use lots of explosions, and to headshot people with shotguns from 100 feet away. Yeah, the shotgun really is, okay, so here I'm picking up the police's SMG. It's a fair bit more accurate than the Uzi. You can actually expect to hit people from a fair distance as long as you don't spray too much. This game really heavily relies on flanking. Kane's always with you, so... Oh, right. You want to be careful not to run past these cops too quickly, because the AI, your partner AI that is, will only pay attention to the police that's in front of them. Okay, they won't pay attention to the police that's in back of them. So if you run up, they'll follow you. And they'll take cover behind a car or whatever, what have you. And they'll ignore the police behind them. And I've actually had Glazer die on me more than once because there was a police officer standing right behind him, shooting him in the head. And Kane and Lynch were like, "Oh, Glazer, he's getting killed. Someone has to save him." And when I go over there and try to see what's going on, there's a cop standing right behind them with a shotgun to his head. So that's no good. Anyway, I just picked up the police shotgun. As far as I can tell, it's not that much better than the shotgun I had. Well, maybe a little bit. But I never really tested it out. But either way, a shotgun's a shotgun, so that's good. Extremely useful. Again, another long string of dialogue that will get easily interrupted by anybody who's really just playing through the level the first time. No one's going to stand in a boring hallway and listen to these guys. Yeah, the conversation really isn't that interesting. Basically, he's just talking about how Singh is a bastard, and he doesn't know why Singh is after him. Really, the characters in the game don't know anything more than the player does. And at first it really brings you into the game, and it really puts you in the heads of these characters, but after a while, you kind of start to crave answers, which this game ultimately never really gives, unfortunately. again, I just want to stress how careful you want to be about when you're advancing. Not just because you can get shot and killed, but because your partner AI always moves up with you, and they ignore people who are in behind them. So if you run past a police officer, they'll run past one too. But they won't have the brains to turn around and kill the cop who's shooting in the back. They'll just wait until the laser dies. And I promise I'll try to use other weapons for the next videos. I won't just be using the shotgun the entire time. Yeah. There are destructible objects in this game, but it's really a waste of ammo trying to blow them away. It's really better just to try to move around them or shoot them in the head when they pop out. So here I am again, being very aggressive. The whole point of this game, really the key to being successful in firefights is being very aggressive. If you wait around and play it safe, you have a very long and boring gunfight. And obviously, this doesn't work so well in Extreme. I mean, obviously, you have to play nearly perfectly, which is another reason why I'm not playing on Extreme. It just isn't fun. You know, that's not to say that I don't play games on hard, because I do. You know, a lot of times I'll play a game on hard the very first time. But with Kane and Lynch, too, it's just ridiculous. Now, up here, it's basically paradise. There are, I think, 5 or 6 of these gas canisters. And these cops don't stand a chance. Just look at all those gas canisters. You don't even have to fire a bullet, really. If you do try to take them out with solely gunfire, it can be very long, very tedious. As you can see here, I'm really careful to line up headshots. I don't bother spraying at all. So we're getting near the end of the level. Soon, very soon, the van will pull up right there, and more cops will come out. But if you just run to the left and run straight to the van, you can end the level right away. I've been Nick Meister. I'm glad you watched my video. Enjoy this cutscene. See you next time.
Fuck! This is not what we need right now. This is Sing's tale. Alright? You got it? So you listen. You lot, you go talk to Sing. Find out anything you can. Start any problems. Okay? If you know what I mean, you should do business with him. Way back. Careful, mate.
Goddamn. That was close.